Number two is just what we said, identifying triggers.
Hmm.
That's huge. So what would you say as far as would be helpful to be able to identify triggers?
Well, then that really resorts back to that journaling too. You can always be aware of that at the end of the day. But the fact is, we know what our buttons are. Let's put it that way. So when someone does something or says something and we have a reaction, now that's the key word there, reaction versus a response. That's where we want to start paying attention, because now we have a choice when we're aware that we have a option of responding in a certain way. But if we just react the same way each time, then that's like we're on automatic. We're like a robot. Someone pushes our button, we react.
Yeah.
So that's one way to look at it.
Now, I think the biggest thing is identifying the behaviors that trigger a negative reaction. Like you said,
Yes.
you might be a positive reaction, but it's a I mean a positive reaction is just that it's positive. But you
Hmm.
want to make sure and you find the ones that are negative reactions and then
Hmm.
go from there.
Hmm.
But that you realize, okay, well now how do I can't fix it if I'm not aware of it. And that's the biggest thing with the journaling and identifying triggers. It's no different than ahs and ums and uhs when it comes to public speaking and
Hmm.
a program like Toastmasters. You can't fix it if you're not aware of it.
And Dave, maybe we'll mention this later, but the fact is sometimes a good coach or a mentor can help us identify some of these buttons that we have already installed and help us to become aware of them. Because sometimes we don't realize that we're doing these things. Or maybe it's going to be a person that works for you. You could have a heart-to-heart conversation with them and say, hey, what are some of the things I might do that looks like I'm just being triggered? I'm just doing something that I really am reacting to, and I need to know that, so when that does happen, I can become aware of it and stop doing it.
Yeah, that's where sometimes a good, solid, anonymous 360-degree survey sometimes could be very helpful. So,
Hmm.
three questions to ask about technique number two, identifying triggers, is this: what am I set off and how do I respond? Question
Hmm.
number one. Question number two, what would be a better response
Hmm.
if you weren't happy with the one you had? And then how can I change those responses? Three questions: what set me off and how did I respond? How could I have responded better and how could I change those responses?
Hmm.
So that's number two. Number three, exercise regularly.